And you see, Israel, we coming amongst our own brother, and we ain't go through much scoffing like this in a minute. Like, cause it's your own brothers that hate each other. That's a curse. Straight out of Deuteronomy.
7 and 41.
Self-hate.
48. This is Acts 7 and verse 48. Howbeit the Most High dwelleth not in temples made with hands.
So does he dwell in churches? Because, listen, a temple is, listen, read that one more time.
Howbeit the Most High dwelleth not in temples made with hands.
So a church is a temple made by hands, is it not? It's constructed and built by a man. So he's not there. Go ahead.
Come, as saith the prophet, heaven is my throne, and earth is my footstool.
Right, so if the earth is his footstool, right? Meaning his foot is just on the earth. How can he be in this little small church of yours? How is the Holy Spirit in that little church? That don't make no sense.
There you go.
That's not according to Scripture.
What house will ye build me, saith the Lord, or what is the place of my rest?
Right, and the churches tell you, you know, come brother, come to my church, come feel the Spirit of the Most High. God is here. They'll actually go to the extent and tell you God is here. They committing blasphemy. Blasphemy. Go ahead.
Come, hath not my hand made all these things? Ye stiff-necked and uncircumcised in heart and ears, ye do always resist the Holy Ghost.
And go ahead, read that.
As
That's
your
powerful
fathers
scripture.
did, so do ye.
And our fathers been resisting the scriptures, and even till now, we still resisting the scriptures. Go to 1 Peter 2:1.
Huh?
Right, because these prophets are telling us nothing. And we're going to hop on the Quran real quick, because there's brothers that believe in the Quran. We're going to get that.
Bro, you know what gets me? Not trying to cut you off.
No, it's okay.
They try to beat you in the head with their bullshit hadith. Oh, and that's words of men. And you be having them fools, man. They believe more in hadith than Quran, most Muslims.
Exactly.
And that's words of men.
They're worshiping the creature more than the creator.
You want 1 Peter?
1 Peter 2:1.
Huh? This is 1 Peter chapter 2 and verse 1. Wherefore, laying aside all malice and all guile and hypocrites and envies and all evil speakings.
Nah, go to, let me 2 Peter. Yeah, come. Right, because we're going to jump on a few things now that it came to.
The reason why I take you, my nephew is strongly into the ISUPK.
Right.
And that's why I know what I know. Because he dropped jewels on me.
2 Peter,
This is the false prophet. Yeah, come.
this is 2 Peter chapter 2 verse 1. But there were false prophets also among the people, even as there shall be false teachers among you.
So there's false teachers and false prophets out here. You see, there's brothers that will hear this word and be like, well, we're false prophets because we're going contrary to...
Shalom, brother. Shalom.
Because we going contrary to the ways of the world.
But you know what it is, man?
Right.
You got a lot of us, man, and I'm finding this out. A lot of black people, they don't believe shit that the brother said. They don't believe it till a white man said.
Right.
Yep.
If you came and said, right now, listen, man, listen, all black people, all people, we gotta leave here. They ain't gonna believe it till some white man tell
Right.
them.
They be like, oh,
They
yes,
ain't gonna believe
yes, sir,
it till
Mr.
some
White Man.
Do
Yes,
you
sir,
believe?
Mr. White Man.
Do you believe? They ain't gonna believe it till some white man tell them. And I'm telling you.
You're not talking about nation. As black people, you believe in repatriation. That means everybody can go back to their own continent and cannot refuse them as black people.
Wait, what do you mean by that? Explain that more, brother.
All the way here. Me and you is one. Africa.
Not African.
Well, you know what?
Not African.
Just say the country.
He's not African.
No, but that was the name.
No.
A white man named it
Israelite,
Africa.
brother.
A white man named it Africa.
Is it like no African said?
No. A white man.
Africans are Israelites.
Yeah, but I'm saying a white man named that continent Africa.
So, the Israelite is who?
Israelites, we're a people of Jerusalem. We're from Israel. We're not from Africa. We're from Israel.
Even you, brother, you will be Israelite from the tribe of Benjamin. Because he's a,
Well,
Jamaican,
Yeah,
right?
he's Benjamin.
listen to me now.
Uh-huh.
Me is a black man.
Well, that's
Me is Jamaican. But
Hey,
you
what,
want to know.
so the
But
part of the
hold on,
land,
hold on,
right?
hold on. Me is
The part of the
Jamaican.
land is West
But
Africa,
what
is
happened?
Israel, right?
But what happened? Them take me away from Africa and drop her off in the continent.
Where did we come from before Africa?
Where we come from?
Yes.
Before Africa.
Before Africa?
Listen, brother, because we're letting you talk. We got into Africa because we were under persecution during the Roman Empire in 70 AD, and then we fled into Africa. Then the Europeans came and took us out of Africa. That's how that happened. In 70 AD, true history.
Oh yeah, he dropped the jewel.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true.
We wasn't in Africa.
We know that our black people is Israelites. We know that.
Boy, now, brother, I wish I could sit here with y'all, man, but I gotta get to Lakewood. Hey, listen, hey, yo, man, we gotta get together.
Get some fringes and try and keep the Sabbath, brother.
Okay, y'all gonna be around.
Take our page now.
Say what?
Take our YouTube page.
A YouTube page. What's the YouTube page?
Watchmen of Lakewood.
What I'm saying.
Watchmen of Lakewood.
Watchmen of Lakewood. Okay. Peace.
Nice shalom, brother.
And if them say everybody to go back to one continent, where should I go?
We're going to Jerusalem. That's where we're going. When the Most High come back, that's where we're all going. If you keep in the commandments, you are going to go back to Jerusalem.
Right. Because that's our homeland.
Well, I would say Africa is my homeland.
But now,
hold on, brother.
But now you know it's Israel. Now you know we come.
Hold on, brother. Are you on this board right here?
The lion. The lion.
Right, West Indians?
You'll be Jamaican, right?
Yeah.
And your father is Jamaican.
Yeah.
So you will be from Jerusalem. You're not from Africa.
So,
you're an Israelite.
listen to me. Them take you from Africa.
70 AD.
On the spaceship.
Yeah.
Drop you off in the Caribbean.
That's in the Bible.
Why? The only country that speak
Look,
a different language.
take a look at this poster right here, bro.
English. The only country who, as black people, who don't speak English is Asia.
Haitians are Israelites. Haitians are not
But away from that, all Caribbean who rule under the British speak one language.
Well, brother, what are you saying though?
What I'm saying now, I'm saying that England control the whole Caribbean. Away from Haiti. That's why Haiti speak Creole.
Yeah, they speak Creole.
But away from that, all of the Caribbean countries, they speak one language. Because why? They rule under the British.
But they'll be Israelites as well.
So,
Because if you
brother,
look at
what are you trying to say, brother?
When you say, I am Israelite, I'm not fighting against that, you know.
Right.
I'm not fighting against that. But I know that. But what I'm saying, if everybody go back to their own continent, most Africa you go, it can't go nowhere.
It's not Africa, brother.
Because
How can,
if I
listen,
go,
hold on. You just talk, brother. You're not.
If this
you're
man,
not
if
being
this man go to
respectful,
Africa,
man.
if this man
Go to
here,
James
if
1
him
and
go
2,
to Africa,
19.
them can refuse him. I said, I don't want you in my continent. But you can refuse.
Alright, brother destroyed. That's just.
And don't talk.
That's just.
You cannot refuse. So I identify your ear and your skin. You don't talk.
That's how they go.
That's Jake, man. Jake don't want to deal with
Your
it.
skin
This
and
is
your
an
ear
Israelite too. You
cannot
saying, so you're
refuse
saying
you.
he's not an Israelite?
Yeah.
So what do you mean? What are you saying? And
I
anyway, we're
would
not
say-
from Africa though. We just explained that to you. That's history. We were brought into Africa. We escaped out of the Roman Empire and fled into Africa in 70 AD. 70 AD. We wasn't there prior to that. So what are you talking about? You see, brothers don't get it. Brothers is old and just, they just want to do what they want to do. Go ahead, man.
Alright, this
Dang,
is
brothers
where
just
you want
don't get it.
So like you want
James 1 and 19.
Khan, this is James chapter 1 and verse 19. Wherefore, my beloved brethren, let every man be swift to hear, slow to speak.
Swift to hear, slow to speak. That brother just wanted to talk. Listen, I said, brother, hold on. He stopped looking at me and looking at him like he's gonna talk to me. Like, come on, we doing the same thing here. Like, brothers just don't get it, man.
Slow to wrath, for the wrath of man worketh not the righteous of Yahweh. Salakia, the righteousness of
Right, so we're gonna read something because the brother he say he's an Israelite, but he's still saying he's black, African, black. Come on, man.
He think the homeland Africa.
Right, and this is in the book of Babylon, right? Babylon Timbuktu, right? Go ahead, get that on the camera. That's straight facts and history right here. Right, read that, brother. Read the highlighted one.
Come, this is Babylon. This is from Babylon in Timbuktu. This is page 21. Dividing the world along a color line was an idea that originated with the white supremacists in Europe after the Renaissance.
Right, so being a color and being black and being black and white came from the oppressors, man, the supremacy. Let me see, read that real quick.
Come, this is page 20. The ancient people did not classify races according to skin color, like the modern nations of Europe and America.
Right.
The ancients, including the Greeks and Romans, identified people according to their national or tribal names.
Right, so there you have it. Right, and wasn't that the brother we was just talking to? You see, brothers
don't want to hear the word.
Brothers don't get it, man. Oh my God.
Well, let me get a precept on that. Let me get a precept on that. Because, man, our brothers don't realize it.
Got feminists out there. Jakey feminists. Go ahead, brother.
Huh.
And you know, our people, Slacky, our people are proud because he's a so-called Jamaican, and I grew up with them. And come on, they're very proud, and you seen it. Jake is proud, man. Jake don't get it.
Come, this is Second Esdras, chapter 9 and verse 18. And now when I prepared the world which was not yet made, even for them to dwell in that now live, no man spake against me. For then everyone obeyed, but now the manners of them which are created in this world that is made are corrupted by a perpetual seed and by a law which is unsearchable with themselves. Like, that's explaining like people. Alright, so people wanna go live by the laws that's not in the Bible, like follow Christmas. You got an effeminate brother over there. Where in the Bible does it say it's okay to be a fag, right?
Sorry. Right, and these nations, go to Isaiah 14 and 1. These nations are going to be judged. Because, listen, we in an area where it's just our people. And you seen in the beginning of the video, you seen the discord among the people. Come on, man, that's a curse. And it's only our people that fight against each other so much, man. Like,
14?
14 and 1.
Come. But I wasn't.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It's all good. Cause like we out here trying to give the word, and brothers want to make excuses, talk about I gotta go, and then be out there sitting down, right? But it's a reason why. I'm just gonna jump right to it. This is Second Esdras chapter 9 and verse 21. I saw and spared it greatly, and have kept me a grape of the cluster and a plant of a great people. Let the multitude perish then, which was born in vain, and let my grape be kept, and my plant for the great labor. And my plant for with great labor have I made it perfect. Right. So it's certain people. God's gonna keep a grape out of a cluster of a certain amount of people, and he said he gonna let the rest perish, right? So it's certain people that's just not gonna want to hear this word.
If I ever see that video with my face is on it,
brother, why are you not talking to us?
Right, come on now, brother. There's people that's gonna be made in vain, right? People is just gonna be destroyed, right? The Lord not coming to save everybody. 144,000 Israelites is gonna be saved out of this world, and the rest is gonna perish and burn.
You see, when brothers get confounded, they don't really want to deal with it, man.
It's juicy.
And we trying to show, this is what we trying to show the people, and they don't want to deal with it.
Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob.
The so-called blacks, Hispanics, and the Native Americans, God is only going to have mercy on them. Go ahead.
For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel.
So he's still going to choose Israel. At the end of the day, he's going to choose Israel. He ain't choosing the so-called white man. He's not choosing the Chinese man. He's not choosing the Indian man. He's choosing the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Nobody else going to get it. Nobody else is getting into the kingdom besides us. If you keeping the commandments anyway, right? Because for that brother, I had to tell him that because, you know, brothers feel like they Israelites and they just going to make it. Well, that's not what it is. You got to keep the commandments. Go ahead, brother.
And the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob.
The strangers, which are the other nations, are going to be with us in the kingdom. But here's what's going on, right? Continue.
And the people shall take them and bring them to their place.
Right, so we're not going to, you know, Mr. White Man, come with me. We're going to take you. Go ahead, just like they took us.
And the people shall take them and bring them to their place.
Go ahead.
And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord.
When you possess something, that means you own it, right? So we're going to possess these other nations, right? Go ahead.
For servants and handmaids.
For what?
For servants and handmaids.
For what?
For servants and handmaids.
So we're going to have these other nations for servants and handmaids. We're going to come here, slave. Come here, boy. That's how we're going to talk to brothers like that over there. We're going to tell them, get over here. Come do my work now. That's how it is. We're not asking you, come, brother, you know, please. That's not how they dealt with us. And all the so-called white men, right? Every so-called white man on this planet is going into captivity.
That's right.
Straight out of the scripture. Go ahead.
And the people shall take them and bring them to their place. And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids.
The land of the Lord, if you ain't know, is the kingdom. So we're going to have them for handmaids and servants, right?
And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were.
And we was captives. Weren't we captives? We was captives. Come on, man. What? You talking about some that's right. You better know that's right. You're going into captivity.
That's right. And they shall rule over their oppressor.
And we're going to rule over our oppressor, right? Because our oppressor's been oppressing us and thinking it's sweet. They thinking, you know, everything's going to be okay. We'll be fine. You know, when the Most High come back, he's going to have compassion on us, even though we've been destroying his people. We've been, listen, look at the mass murder, man. Look at this. This is wicked. The so-called white man is rejected.
That's right. This is Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 21.
And the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are going to have the so-called white man in chains, and they're going to be in cages like dogs, like the dogs that y'all are.
That's right. Prepare slaughter for the children of their fathers.
And we're going to prepare slaughter for y'all. Y'all going to be destroyed and killed.
That's right. Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers.
No, you know, their fathers was evil and wicked. Let them go. Let them be free. Don't do nothing to them, Israel. Just, you know, just give them a slap on the hand. It's okay. It's okay, Edom. It's okay. You've been persecuting us, right? You've been killing us in the streets and saying and continuously saying that you're innocent. Just you know, just come to the kingdom with us and be okay. What does it say?
Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers.
Right, so their forefathers, they got to pay for their forefathers' wickedness. They got to.
That they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities.
Right? Oh, go ahead.
For I will rise up against them, saith the Lord of hosts, and will cut off Babylon, the name and remnant and son and nephew, saith the Lord.
Go to John 8. Go to John 8 and 44. Slaki.
Come.
John 8 and 44. Slaki. Come. You see, you know, Israel just, it's sad, man. Israel just don't want to hear the word. We just had like 20 brothers out here and nobody got edified except for one brother that already knew what was going on. That brother got to get fringes, but at least he know what's going on. But he still got to get fringes and follow the commandments. But, because, you know, like, he's getting on the bus. He's paying to get on the bus. So, like, you're not keeping the Sabbath, brother. But Israel just don't get it, man. We just stiff-necked and we just don't want to follow the commandments, bro. We're wicked. Go ahead, and you see?
That's right.
Go ahead.
This is John chapter 8 and verse 44. Ye of your father the devil.
They are of their fathers the devil. The white man is the devil.
And the lust of your father ye will do.
Putting us in captivity, forcing us to work in the cotton field, burning us alive, using us for rituals, right? Molesting our children and our people, right? Sex trafficking our people.
He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth.
And the so-called white men, what truth do they have to them? You see their leader, Trump, you know, he don't got no truth in that man. They're even on the news saying, you know, nothing he says is you can rely on it. He has no truth, but he's still the president. That's to show you that's because that's the ways of the white man. That's why he is still the president. If that was a so-called black man up there lying like that, you think he would be able to continue and continue to be the president? They would have shackled his behind up and had him in jail. Go ahead.
Because there is no truth in him. When he when he spaketh the lie, he spaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it.
Right. So when the so-called white man speaks of a lie, he don't lie to help other people. He lies to help himself. Just like how he tells us we're blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. That's a lie to help and save his behind. Because if we know who we are, they can't persecute us like this on the street. We'll call in the name of the Most High Yahweh, Bahashem, Hamashiach, Yahushai, and we'll have them murdered out here, killed.
That's right.
They'll be serving us, right? We wouldn't be lost out here like we are today. That's why when they tell us we're so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, that's one of the lies they tell us to save their own behind.
That's right. And because I tell you the truth, ye believe me not.
Right? And there it is for you, man. The so-called white man is wicked. They're rejected. Go to Hebrews 12:1.
Come.
Oh, there's more on that you want to get or not? The so-called white man is rejected out. Y'all done. Y'all not making it into the kingdom. Death to Babylon. And we're going to get into prophecies on death of the destruction of Babylon. Right? Because we being nice right now. We trying to tell you Israel and y'all not getting it. So we're going to tell you what's going to happen now that you're not going to keep the commandments.
Hebrews 12 and verse 1.
Nah, Slakia, 16. Slakia.
Come. Hebrews 12 and verse 16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau. For who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. For ye know now how that afterward, when he would have inherited the blessings, he was rejected. For he found no place of repentance, though he saw it carefully with tears.
Right, so there you have it. And wicked Jake don't want to follow the commandments, man. And you see, they talking in secret about it. Like, yo, Jake don't get it, man. Jake is always gonna be evil to their own brother. If you got something to say, you gotta say it to us like a man, brother. Go to Slakia.
Man, we destroy for lack of knowledge out here, man.
That's a damn shame, man. Go to Matthew 24:6. Brothers is a shame, man.
Come. This is Matthew 24 verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye not be troubled, for all these things must come to pass.
This is prophecy straight out of the Bible that you will. This is prophecy showing you that the last days are manifest before your eyes. Right? Because as you can see,
that's right.
As you can see, these wars are blowing up, and you know America is going into other places like Iran and stealing oil, right? And they're going to places like China and doing war drills in their land. Come on, man, you want a fight, and they're gonna get it.
Oh yeah, when the these countries, these places are going to meet together. It's supposed to be like where the Euphrates River is, when the Euphrates River dries up. It's going to be a great war in that area.
That's right.
When all them meet up. But we're definitely in the last days. You can't tell the seasons apart. The same-sex marriages, the different plagues, the skin diseases and different diseases. That's unknown.
You got some knowledge.
You know, of course, I'm definitely in tune. But go ahead, brother. Keep on going.
So you will know you'll be an Israelite according to the Bible, right?
I'm a Hebrew Israelite as we speak.
That's right. That's right.
Well, sister, you know you gotta follow some commandments, though, right? Huh? You know you gotta follow some commandments, though, right?
Oh, of course. I know exactly.
Can we show you a few commandments, right, real quick for you?
Yeah, for my train from here.
All right, go to Exodus 28. You heard about the Sabbath day? Today will be the Sabbath. That's why we're out here teaching on the Sabbath, because we usually come out here every Sabbath. Not out here, but in other towns and preach the word on the Sabbath. Yeah.
This is Exodus chapter 20, verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work, but the seventh day is the day of the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt not do any work, that thou nor thy son nor thy daughter, thy manservant nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates. For in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth, the sea and all that is in them, and rested the seventh day. Wherefore the Lord blesses Sabbath day and hallowed it.
Right, so today will be the Sabbath, and obviously you should not be doing no work today, right? So you can't be buying and go to Nehemiah. Go to Nehemiah, the last chapter.
I want to know, where do y'all worship at?
We worship at home, and we worship at home, because there's no...
Who's your leader?
Who's my leader? We have a group of brothers that we listen to.
Hebrew Israelites, we're stationed out of Pennsylvania. I was in tune with a couple of them. I can't pronounce it. Yahash is something.
Yahweh?
Huh?
Nah, I think she's trying to name a brother.
I'm trying to name a brother. Because I was on the website and I was supposed to be meeting up with some of the people, but I lost contact with them. You know what I'm saying? So, but I haven't known where else to, because you know they're not based everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. There are certain places that we're based out of. But I was studying it and everything like that, and it's real deep how y'all come about the truth about things. You know what I'm saying? And Christianity, like when I went to people that was Christians, they shot me down, and you know what I'm saying? I'm like, listen, it's the truth. This is the truth about things. Y'all need to know that. Like when we say Yah and we say Yahshua, they don't consider them in that way, but there was no J's in the Hebrew alphabet. How you going to get a J and transliterate transliterate? You're going to take something from its original meaning. Like if you have Sony is a brand, it's a company. You can't say Sony is Philips. At the end of the day, like you can't say Yahushua is Jesus because there was no J's. You talking about Zeus or you know, one of the mythology, one of those.
You just following the white man, though.
Exactly. And then it tells us exactly who we are in the book of